you guys are going to wristband, all right? So anybody who's made it up to this point, their ticket has already been checked. You just wristband, okay?
There were a lot of counter-protesters out there. Okay, so there's protesters out here. This is just a little bit of them. Oh my lord. They're not even facing the right way. There was a point where, I think it was a smoke bomb went off. Thought it was a gunshot at first. And my chapter leader dipped. He ran. Furthermore, counter-protesters were crazy.
Break it off! Police! Break it off!
It was my second time like dealing with protesters. I dealt with it another time in San Francisco at SFSU when Charlie stopped there in May, and there was a very, very large protest going on.
Let's slightly nicer because it's a peaceful protest and I don't want to get arrested. Get out of the
But in other news, Rob Schneider hella called me out because I want to make an edit for our chapter page, and I was in the front row filming and everything, and he said, "Put your phones down." He looked at me.
Him, I don't want him to ruin my night, I don't want to ruin his night. But hey, put your phones down for this one. Come on, be here for now.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save 50.
And he's actually really nice. This was just like, he's just making fun of the damn kids with their phones. He's a very, very kind man, I'll have to say that. He's kind of like Steve Bannon. He genuinely took the time to shake the hands of all of the volunteers and talk with each and every one of them.
Yeah. Thank you for funding our music program. I meant to do that my entire life. But now it's my turn.
Nice to see you too.
Hannah Smith. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you. What a pleasure.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Rob, I feel great.
You had a conversation with Rob. How do you feel?
I don't even know. That feels crazy. I can't.
There was a guy who asked Rob Schneider if he was retarded.
I love your hat, man.
Thank you. I really respect what you said about all the love thing as an Antifa person, so thank you, Rob. My question for you is, last month you tweeted out that children didn't get sick when you were a kid, so there weren't children's hospitals.
Yeah,
So my question is, does your wife firewall block Google, or are you just unfathomably retarded?
That's a good question. I don't think I'm extremely retarded, but I would say my level of retardation is about your level of intolerance. It's about the same. Since you're standing up like that, is this. And I like your goofy hat. It really is going to do well. You're never going to get laid, but it's a beautiful hat.
He was wearing a dunce hat too. I think it's called a dunce hat, or the hat with the little spinny thing on top, and it's like different colors. I'll put a picture and you guys will know what I'm talking about. He was wearing one of those hats. You look goofy as hell.
Is that I'd like to send a warning to you from the UK. You talk about this idea of what's going wrong with political discourse. Look at the UK. So at the moment in the UK, we are arresting.
United Kingdom.
Yes, sorry.
I went to San Francisco State.
I thought we were in a university. I thought there would know. I didn't realize Americans do struggle with acronyms. But here back home in the UK, a recent Freedom of Information request by the Times newspaper, major newspaper, found that the police in the UK, in England and Wales and Scotland, are arresting 12,000 people every year for offensive speech online. What that equates to is roughly 30 a day. That's in the UK at the moment. In addition to that, the police are routinely investigating people for what they call non-crime hate incidents. Right? What that effectively means is, if I offended you, and you could phone the police and say, I perceive that English person offended me on the basis of my racial or ethnic identity. And a little mark would be by my name recorded by the police in the UK. So the police, think about that, the police are investigating non-crime, which I think is the opposite of their purpose.
There's a net! Woo, thank you to the PD for keeping us safe. Doing an amazing job, thank you.
It says my car is down there,
Just walk through that crowd with my MAGA hat on. Let's go. Now we are at Eureka. Ah! Yay, the fam's all here. Bro,
dirty
straight
soda
up just
set.
pulled out.
Dirty sodas. Isn't that crazy, bro?
He straight up just pulled out.
Verizon, dude. It's got a hotspot.
That's crazy.
And especially at a university like this, UC Berkeley, you would expect people to be a little bit more open-minded and actually talk to people inside and have a rational conversation or something. But unfortunately here, it's not the case. People are just attacking someone else for simply having a different opinion, and I think that's just insane. Like, you just can't do that. Where's the free speech, right? Where is the place where you can actually have a conversation with someone and have a common ground when there's, you know, things that you can talk about? And that's how you build connections, right? And that's how you do that. But these people on the left, they don't do that at all. So it just turns into a whole violent, shenanigan bullshit that we all have to go through, and it's just really annoying, you know. But overall, yeah, the event went pretty well, but people outside been going crazy, like insane.
Ladies and gentlemen.